Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Zenlo. Welcome to my world. Today I'm going to share with you something different. 2 wheels instead of 4 wheels, okay? So welcome to my cave. On the right hand side, we have KMTR Racing. Hey guys, there's Justin over there. So they're working on the race bike. As you can see, lots of race bike over here. Nice, right? Okay, so I don't know what Justin is doing, but obviously he's working on the race bike. Today we're going to talk about the Italjet dragster. I just received this bike a couple of weeks ago. Since then, I didn't really have much time to ride because the weather was not favorable. It's been raining over the past 1 week. And what we're going to discuss today is basically the dragster stock bike, okay? This bike came with a lot of option accessories, but today we're just going to show you the actual stock bike, what it actually looks like. Now this bike came in 2 variants. They have 125cc and 200cc. So for this particular unit, it's a 200cc, okay? Where should we begin? Let's start from the front, shall we? Basically, typical bike, they have a fork suspensions, yeah? So for this, is very unconventional. This scooter actually run with a ISS system, which is independent steering system. As you can see, right in front here, this big chunk of beautifully crafted, I like to call it the single swing arm, which is very similar to the Superbike, which they use it at the rear. But in this case, they actually designed in such a way which is mounted on the front wheel. If you all remember the model Bimota, it's also an Italian bike, similar design, which is really cool. Now from here, obviously there's a shock, a unit shock up here, which is connected to the single hydraulic shock absorber. So with the two technology, it combines together and works as the front suspension. Again, this bike is very unconventional. They don't use the typical chassis. In this case, they use a tubular chrome moly chassis, which is very rigid, typically used on a lot of race car and race bike. And moving on, we have the rear, which is really sexy. I love the rear light here. Let me turn it on for you. This reminds me of Panigale, which is really sexy. And also I love the way they design it with a very short seat and with the wheelbase extended. And on the rear, they also run a single hydraulic shock absorber. And of course, this bike can carry passengers, but one thing the Italians are really good is really with the design. Now, if you can tell me where is the foot pack, I don't think so. Why? Because it's fully integrated onto the chassis. There we go. How smart is that? You know, it's really neat and very tidy. I love it. Typical Italian, okay? Moving on, basically, this is the indicator stock. Really sexy as well. Let me turn it on for you. There you have it. Right, this is very smartly designed. The indicator stock is actually integrated together with the lever protector. Let's talk a little bit more about the engine. So this engine is actually a single cylinder, 4-stroke, 4-valve, forged wet lubrication system, double overhead camshaft. And this engine produced 17.5 horsepower. Yes, one more thing I would like to highlight is that this bike came standard with a Brembo caliper. On the front is a twin port and running on the rear is a single port. Of course, this brake comes with stainless steel braided hose as well, and this particularly used on a lot of high performance bikes because stainless steel actually does not expand during heavily use, therefore that you don't get spongy brake. You know, good stuff to have. I think I cover pretty much everything. Of course, this bike has got a lot of accessory, as I mentioned earlier. They have aftermarket all-in suspension, they have ultraphobic exhaust system, whether it's a slip-on or full system, and then lots of many other CNC anodized stuff which you can add it onto the bike. Now, since I just got the bike, I'm just going to enjoy the bike as it is for now. However, I have already added 2 accessories onto my bike. First thing very obvious is the phone holder. Now this is very important for me, especially because I don't really know the road well, so therefore I use a lot of ways.
and this is very useful, and that was my first priority. As soon as I got the bike, I had this installed straight away.
The other accessories that I added onto this bike is that this beautiful piece of red anodized CNC side stand. Really nice. This bike only came with the main stand, or some call it the double stand. Now for me, a double stand is just too clumsy, they're heavy, and not so practical. However, it's useful if you are doing maintenance on your bike or servicing, but for me, a day-to-day, side stand is the way to go.
Do it like that, kiss it like that, making it last fast, bring it right back, wear it like that, move it like that, like it like, do it like that, kiss it like that, making it last fast, bring it right back, wear it like that, move it like that, like it like, do it like that, kiss it like that, making it last fast, bring it right back, wear it like that, move it like that, like it like that, like that, like that.
I will update you guys more once I upgrade more accessories on the bike. So for now, that's all from me, and do leave me a comment right down below. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Take care and thank you for watching.